Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Mindful Moments yoga class for today. We're going to go ahead and have a seat in a nice, comfortable position with your legs crossed in a lotus pose. If you want to, you can close your eyes. Let's start by taking some deep breaths in and letting them out. Another deep breath in and let it out. One more time, deep breath in and let it out. Go ahead and bring your hands above your head as you take a nice deep stretch, bringing yourself into this space. Take a deep breath in and fill your lungs with air. And then you can tilt to the side. And then come on back up. And tilt to the other side as you exhale. And come on back up. Go ahead and release your hands back down towards the mat. This time we're going to go ahead and reach your right arm up above over your head and reach for your left ear and just let the weight of your arm hang on your head to give yourself a little stretch there. With your opposite hand, you can stretch it out, point your fingers toward the floor, away from you. Just stretch out right there. And breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Now flex your hand, the one that's pointing away, to give a little more stretch in that wrist area. 2 breaths here, so breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. You can release that left hand, release the right hand from up at the top. And then switch arms. Now raising your left hand above your head, reaching for that right ear, letting the weight of your arm stretch out in your neck. Point the fingers of your right hand away from your body. And have 2 breath cycles here. Again, breathe in and out. Go ahead and flex your right hand this time for 2 more breath cycles here. And go ahead and release that right hand. Release your left hand from up above. One more time, breathe in, reaching up with both hands. You can interlace your fingers if you wish. And tilt to the right. Breathe in, coming back to center. And breathe out as you tilt to the left. And then breathing in, coming back to center, releasing your hands back down to your sides. And come up into a tabletop. So make sure that your wrists are right underneath your elbows, which are right underneath your shoulders. And then your knees are right underneath your hips, and you have a nice flat back. We'll take a deep breath in, opening up our chest, lifting our chin and dropping our belly button towards the floor for our cow. And then breathing out, tucking everything back in, tucking your belly button towards your spine, your back up towards the ceiling, and your chin to your chest for our cat. Breathe in, opening up, dropping your belly again. And breathe out, tucking back in. Breathe in, opening up. And breathe out, tucking back in. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. And back to a neutral tabletop first. And then go ahead and push yourself back into your child's pose. Sitting on your heels with the bottoms of your hip bones. And taking 3 deep breath cycles here. As you inhale next, after your 3 breath cycles, you can come back into a tabletop first here. Then go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, into your downward dog. You can pedal your feet out, bending your knees one at a time to get a little bit of a stretch in each of those legs. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no to make sure that you're not holding any tension and tightness in your neck. And then gently sway your hips from side to side, just loosening up anything you might be holding there. Then walk your hands back to your feet until you're in a forward fold here, keeping a small bend in your knees. Hanging here, again, shake your head yes, and shake your head no, making sure you're nice and loose. Take a deep breath in and rise yourself halfway up. You can smell the flowers in front of you. And breathe out, dropping back down. Once again, breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, dropping down. This time, breathing in, roll yourself up your spine nice and slowly until you get to the top, and gently allow your head to come back into place. Take a deep breath in, rising your arms up, and breathe out, forward fold. Plant your hands and walk them forward back into a downward dog. Pausing here, walking your feet out a little bit more if you want to. And then walking your feet up towards your hands this time. Again, into a forward fold. Take a deep breath in and lift up halfway with a flat back. And breathe out, dropping back down. One more time, breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, dropping back down. This time, breathe in and roll your back all the way up. Slowly, 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 until your neck is right underneath your head again. You can straighten up. One last time, take a deep breath in, rise your hands up, and breathe out, forward fold. This time, plant your hands and step back into your plank. Holding here for 1 breath. And then lowering down towards the floor. Make sure your hands are right next to your chest. Your head is still on the floor beneath you. Your feet are fully out straight behind you. And we'll take 1 resting breath here. So breathe in and let it out. This time as you breathe in, you're going to reach up, opening up your chest to the room and lifting your chin just a bit so you're looking just a bit ahead of you. You should be able to lift your hands off the mat and hold yourself up using your stomach muscles. And breathe here. And go ahead and come back down towards the mat as you breathe out. One more resting breath cycle again. Now inhale, opening up your chest and lifting your chin one more time. Feel free to rise your hands up if you wish. And exhale, coming back down to the mat. One more time, breathe in and rest here. And breathe out. And last time, breathe in, opening up your chest, seeing if you can get just a little bit higher. This time, again, floating your hands up if you wish. And breathe out, coming back down to the mat. Nice job working on those stomach muscles. Now go ahead and tuck your toes and push yourself back up into downward dog. You can step your feet a little bit closer to yourself if you wish. And we'll be here for 2 breath cycles. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now as you breathe in, go up, up, up on your tippy toes, and you can push the top of your body over into an upward facing dog, which is just a little bit taller than a cobra. And then pushing yourself back, using those stomach muscles, pushing back into downward dog one more time. Pausing here to take a deep breath in and out. And then once again, taking a deep breath in, going up and over into your upward dog. And then pushing back up into downward dog. Again, breathing here. And lower your knees back down towards the ground and push yourself back into child's pose one more time. For child's pose, you can have your arms out in front of you like this, forehead coming toward the ground. You can also have your arms behind you if that's comfortable for you. I like it just like this. And we'll be here for 3 breaths. After your 3rd breath, come on back up into the tabletop and tuck your toes into downward dog. Breathe in, stepping forward into a forward fold. Take opposite hands to opposite elbows. And again, just hang here. Go ahead and release your hands back towards the mat. Breathe in for a half lift. Breathe out, coming back down. Breathe in, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to turn and face you all here. We're going to work out our upper leg areas here. So let's have our feet about a hip distance apart, toes both pointed forward on both feet. We're gonna breathe in and reach all the way up, and then breathe out and lean our hips back as if we're going to sit in a chair. So this is the front view. You can see from the side view, I'll do it again, breathing in and breathing out, tucking back. Trying to keep your back as straight as possible, not trying to stick your booty out too much. Breathing here. And then breathing in, coming back up. One more time, nice and straight. You can lower your hands as you exhale, hands to heart center. One resting breath, just standing here in our mountain pose. And then again, breathing in, reaching all the way up. And breathing out as if you're sitting back in a chair behind you. Breathing here. You can pretend you're holding a beach ball in your hands right in front of you. And take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're gonna twist to face me. You can open up your arms and reach back towards you. You can give a nice little smile to each other here. Breathing in, coming back to center. And breathing out, twisting in the other direction. Breathing in, coming back to center. Holding here for just one half breath more. And then breathing out, coming back in here. Stretching those legs out. And breathe out, bringing your hands to heart center. Once again, I'll face you here. We're going to do a move that one of my yoga teachers taught me. Hi, Marlene, I love you. And this is really nice for stretching your shoulders. So you're going to put your palms together and your arms all the way down to your elbows, if you can. If you can't have them actually touching, they just need to be going towards each other, okay? And as we breathe in, we're gonna reach our arms up just a little bit and breathe out, pushing them back down. Pressing our arms and palms together. We'll do this 8 times. So ready? Breathe in and out. 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 2 more. In, out. 1 more. In and out. And now as you breathe in, open your arms up, goalpost them out. Feel that stretch in your chest and your shoulders, keeping those fingers spread nice and wide. Take a nice deep breath in here and let it out. 1 more deep breath in and let it out. Now bring your arms together. We'll do it 1 more time. 8 lifts and rises, or lifts and falls rather. So breathe in and lift up, and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. 2 more. In and out. In and out. And let them open up. I bet you feel that. It's really great for these muscles in your arms here and in the backs of your shoulders. It stretches and squeezes them. So go ahead now. I'm going to turn this way just so that I can stay on my mat. I'm going to go ahead and bring my arms down by my sides. for our extended mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath in here one more time. And breathe out. I'm gonna go ahead and step closer to the top of my mat just so I have a little bit more space here. If you have a mat, you can do the same. If you don't, just make sure you have some space out behind you. And again, we're gonna take a deep breath in here, rising our arms up. And breathe out, sitting in our chair one more time. We won't hold it quite as long this time. And you're gonna go ahead and first step back with your left foot, making sure that your right toes are pointed straight in front of you this way to make the bottom edge of what would be your capital letter T. And your back foot is facing so that it's the top of your letter T. As much space as you need in between your legs is totally fine. You can adjust to whatever's comfortable. And your front knee is bent. So in this case, our right knee is bent. Then you're gonna go ahead and extend your arms out over the front and back. First, let's just look out in front of us just directly this way so that our neck is staying in alignment here. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Now take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, you're gonna look up over those front fingers. And as you breathe out, you're gonna slowly switch and look over the back fingers. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Now coming back into center here, you're going to reach forward with your front hand. Reach, 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 flip your palm, and scoop the sky back towards you for a peaceful warrior. Taking a nice deep breath here, and letting it out. One more deep breath, and let it out. Coming back up straight and tall here. You can tick-tock forward, still keeping that front knee bent, and stretching that back arm up and out over our heads. Then straighten that front leg and fully extend your arms up, down towards the ground, and then up towards the sky here for our triangle pose. Make sure you're still breathing. Breathing is super important. Go ahead and come straight back up. You're gonna tilt your hips so that they're facing over that front leg. Your back heel will probably come up. That's a good thing. Because then you're going to want to frame your front foot with your hands. Drop that back knee until you are in a low lunge here. Take a nice deep breath, just feeling that stretch right in your hips. And then you can put your hands back down, bring your knee back, coming back into a tabletop here. One more round of cat-cow, breathing in and out. Coming back to neutral and tucking your toes, rising your hips up into the air. Stepping forward to meet your hands in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, hands to heart center. This time we're gonna breathe in, reaching up. Breathe out, squatting down into our chair pose. Holding just for half a breath. Then this time stepping back with your right foot. Making sure your front foot now has your toes pointed forward, directly in front of you. And your back toes now are making the top of the T. Again, but this time it's your right foot. And you can fully extend your arms out to the sides. Again, we'll take a deep breath in and look over our front hand. And as we breathe out, looking over the back hand. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Go ahead and come back to neutral and reach out, 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 forward, forward, forward. Flip your palm and scoot back the sky for our reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Still make sure you keep that bend in your front knee. Go ahead and tick-tock back forward here. You can go in the other direction. You can rest your forearm on that front leg. Don't put too much weight on it. You want to be able to still move it freely, but you can gently rest it. And then reach over your head with that back arm. Tick-tock back up as you breathe in. You can straighten that front leg. And then reach down towards the ground and towards the sky with your straight arms. Come on back up and tick-tock your hips so that now they're facing over that front leg. Bring your hands down toward the mat. That back heel comes up. You can lower your back knee and keep your front knee bent here for your low lunge. Feeling that stretch in your hips. And go ahead and put your hands on either side of that front foot. Bring that knee back. You can stretch it back first before going into tabletop here. And then we're just going to push ourselves back into child's pose. Breathe in and bring yourself back into a seated position. This time we're going to sit with our feet planted on the ground here so you can give your knees a hug in front of you. You want to make sure that your back is as straight as you can make it. And we'll have just 2 breaths here, just holding our knees as close to our chest as we can. This is comfortable. One more breath in and out. You can switch to bring the soles of your feet together, having your knees up by your sides here. We'll take a deep breath in, reaching up, and breathe out, folding forward. Holding here. And breathing in, coming on up. And hands to heart center. Coming back to having the bottoms of our feet on the mat and hugging our knees to our chest. Another 2 breaths here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Again, bringing the soles of our feet together, having a nice tall back. Breathing in, reaching up. And breathing out, folding forward. Breathe in, reaching up. Breathe out, hands to heart center. One last time, bottoms of the feet to the floor, hugging your knees to your chest. 2 breaths here, breathe in and out. In and out. And one last time, soles of the feet together. Taking a nice deep breath in, rising your arms up. And breathe out, folding forward. Breathe in, coming back up to center. Breathe out your hands to heart center here. Go ahead and come to your back. Again, bringing your knees to your chest. You can rock gently from side to side, massaging your lower back here. And come back to center and still yourself. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, let your knees fall to one side. You can spread your arms out next to you in a capital T position. You can let your head stay where it is, or you can look over the opposite shoulder to where your knees have fallen. Breathe in, bringing your knees back to center. And breathe out, letting them fall to the opposite side. Your head can fall in the other direction now. You breathe in, bringing your knees back to center. One last little hug for yourself here. And then you can allow them to fall back so that the bottoms of your feet are touching the mat. And then fully extending your legs out all the way. Your arms can be right next to you. We'll have just a couple of minutes of Shavasana, our final resting pose. Letting all that our body just did settle in. Check in with your body and see if there are any last places where you'd like to send a little extra love. Your breath can be very powerful for those places and those moments. Start to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Maybe give yourself a full body stretch, reaching above your head, pointing your toes. And then roll over onto one side and pause there for one more minute. One more breath. And then you can use your hands to push yourself back up into a seated position. You can rest your hands on your knees, or you can bring them to heart center. If your eyes are closed, you can gently open them up. Gently refocus them. Take care of yourself. Today we'll close by saying namaste. Thank you all for joining me today, and I will very much look forward to seeing you on Monday.